When worry storms your mind as a mom, you can learn to anchor through prayer. So are you worried? Are you constantly restless about different situations? You can learn to put in the work and pray about it. So do you worry about the future? Most of us worry about the future such that we are not in the present. You're physically in the present, but your mind, everything about you is already in the future. You can learn to pray about it. You can learn to put in the work. Do you constantly overthink your daily tasks? Probably you have a lot of tasks to do. You overthink, oh my God, how am I going to do it? How am I going to achieve it? Now you can learn to plan. It's going to help you plan and see how you need to manage your time and your energy effectively. And you can also learn to pray as well. Do you constantly feel restless? You're always on the edge. You're always restless. You're always edgy. No one can have a conversation with you. No one can talk to you. You're always on the edge. You need to learn how to manage your emotions. You need to put in the work. While you pray for God to help you, you also have to put in the work. Do you find it difficult to sleep? Probably you want to sleep and your thought is racing to different places, different angles, different directions. Your thoughts is not just still. It's not just at peace. You must learn to be calm. You must learn to build in peace into your system. You must do those activities that can help you to be peaceful as a mom. As you pray about it, remember the idea is to put in the work and pray about it. Do you feel alone in challenges? You just feel, oh my God, I'm the one going through these challenges alone. I'm the one doing everything alone. You must learn that you have a help, and our help is in God. So we must anchor on our help, which is God. Do you constantly worry about your child's performance? You just feel everything depends on you. The truth is that you need to put in the work as a parent, but your child's performance, it's also the child's responsibility to take care of. You put in the work, you support the child, and you also teach the child what the child needs to do. So as a mom, when you're worried, when you're anxious, ask yourself, what have I done to move away from this place? What have I done to step away from this anxiety? Yes, it is okay to feel that way, but it is not okay to remain there. It is not okay not to look for help or not to look for solution. And you can get help in different places, in books, through mentors, through coaches that align and share the same value with you. Now, the truth is that prayer can turn your anxiety into trust, because God meets all of us at the point or at the place of our worry. So what are you worried about? What are your fears? What are the things you scare about? You're scared of so much. You can learn to find out, to put in the work. Ask yourself, what am I really scared of? How can I move from this place to this place? How can I step away from this fear? What are the actions I need to put in place? Then when you do that, you can now pray about it. Even the Bible said in Philippians 4 verse 6 to 7, do not be anxious about anything. We should not be anxious about anything. So the truth is that when you are anxious, you're just taking a lot of your strength. But in everything, by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your request be known to God. So instead of us being anxious, instead of you being anxious as a mom, maybe you have endless to-do list responsibilities, make your request known to God. Instead of being anxious, get to work, pray, and put in the work and pray more. All right. So what are the things we can also do as moms to step away from this place of constantly feeling anxious or having this feeling of anxiety? Number one, we must start our day with prayers, with meditation, with reflection. Plan your day. Don't just go through the day like that. Don't just allow activities to move you left, right, and center. Plan your day, journal your thoughts, meditate. How do you want to go about this day? Then you pray about it. Then another thing we can do is to write down each worry and ask yourself, what can I do about this situation? What can I do about this worry? Do I have a solution? Because instead of worrying, get to work. And why worry for something you cannot solve? So instead of worrying for something you cannot solve, you pray about it. Ask yourself, what can I do about the situation? Is there someone that can help me? Do I need to speak to someone? Do I need to speak to a coach? Do I need to speak to a mentor? Do I need to attend a course? Do I need to read a book? Then you pray over it. And most times, God answers us through guidance, through direction. God could direct you to someone that could be of help to you. God could direct you to a coach, to a book, to a cause that you could get your solution there. Then the other thing we can do to step away from this place of anxiety is to meditate. Meditation, reflection, it is very important. As I said earlier, journaling is very important. What are your thoughts? What do you meditate on? Meditate on the scripture that talks about peace, the scripture that addresses that situation. Learn to meditate. The truth is that our identity is in God. So there is nothing we can do outside of the Bible. There is nothing we can do outside of God. So when you're going through anxiety, through so many things, just try to calm down. 5 minutes, 10 minutes of your time. Learn to meditate on that scripture that speaks to that issue or that situation you're going through. Then the other thing we can do is to practice gratitude. Practice gratitude. Gratitude is very important. When we learn to be grateful, it helps us not to see our fault. It helps us not to see the things we've not been able to do or achieve. It helps us to see that. It helps us to see possibilities. It helps us see that we can achieve it. It helps us even see what our process, our progress. So gratitude is very important. So be grateful for the things that are already there. Be grateful for the things you've already achieved. Be grateful for the things that are already stable. You be grateful for every aspect of your life. Gratitude is very important. So if you constantly feel anxious, I want you to flip the coin and learn to be grateful. Grateful for the little of things. Grateful for every single thing around you. So instead of looking at the other person and comparing yourself and feeling anxious for something you've not been able to achieve, why not be grateful for what you already have in the now? Then finally, journal your thoughts. Journaling is very important because journaling helps you to track your progress. It helps you to know how far have I come, how far am I doing, what are the things I need to do, what areas do I need to improve. So it's important for us to journal our thoughts, journal your breakthroughs, because when you journal your breakthroughs, when you're in that situation where you feel anxious or that's difficult situation, when you go back and see your breakthroughs, what God has done for you, be like, okay, yes, because I was able to overcome it at this point in time, I believe I'll also be able to overcome it this time. So journal your breakthroughs. Most of us pray for a lot of things, but how often do we journal our prayers when they are answered by God? How often do you write and say, oh God, thank you for answering these prayers? It is important because when you do journal, when you get to those days where things are difficult, you go back to your journal and you just thank God for what God has done. So we must learn to replace anxiety with putting the work and prayers, because the truth is that God is there to fill our heart with peace. He's there to fill our mind with peace. So why not go to Him? Why do it alone? Why stress alone? Why feel anxious? Why feel scared? Even for the things you don't even have solution for. Now I love this quote that says, worry does not empty tomorrow of its sorrow. So when you constantly worry, it doesn't take away the sorrow of tomorrow. It doesn't empty tomorrow of its sorrow. But what worry does is that it empties today of its strength. So when you constantly worry, you're emptying your strength. The strength you have today, you could have used for something else. You're emptying it on something else. You're emptying it on something that is not going to add more value to you. So why worry? Why worry? Because when you do, you take away your strength of today, and it doesn't guarantee that tomorrow will be free of its own sorrows or worries. So instead of worrying, put in the work. Ask yourself, what do I need to do, to move away from this place? Do I need to speak to someone? What action do I need to take? Then pray about it. So what is that worry you're going to release today? Write it down in your journal. Reflect on it. Pray about it. Get to work and ask yourself, what do I need to do to step away from this place? Instead of sitting down in worry, scared, in anxiety, move away and ask yourself, what can I do? Who can I speak to? Who can I speak with? What actions can I take? And you also need to pray about it, because remember, God, Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Chioma Odikolo. To have a great day. I really do appreciate your time. Please remember to like this video, share this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Confident Mom Academy. Until I come your way next time, do have a great day and bye.